myself whole and I was ready to be in a position where I was ready to be found again, I told God, no, I want who you have for me. And I had never prayed that before. I said, God, use him. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with the glaze on the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what? I prefer black men. Multiple orgasms. And here's the reality. I don't condemn premarital sex at all, but this is where it gets kind of like, okay, cool. You gotta understand this. If you're not sexually satisfied, you gotta understand this. He wasn't your size. She wasn't your size, right? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And because I've heard stories of the dude being in pain too.
Whoa.
The dude being in pain too. So
it's not about size.
They're not your size physically, and they're not your fit physically, and they're not fit to be a husband or a wife at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, cool. After the sex, what's next? You know what I'm saying? After the kiss, after the hug, what's next? You can kiss somebody and regret it. Like, yo, why did I even kiss you?
Yeah.
Because we only want to fulfill the moment.
Yeah.
There was times where I only wanted to kiss women in the moment, but I will never marry you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because
pull up for the moment.
Yeah, if you're constantly, if that's your foundation, if being physical, being sexual is your foundation, just know that there's not going to be anything that's going to sustain you. That relationship is not going to be something of substance because you established it on something that was temporal.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And you know what? Oh, another thing that I read, which I totally disagree with. The ladies, they were saying that, we think that smaller guys are able to, like, the foreplay is way better is because they said that guys with bigger penises, that's all they rely on. So smaller guys had to put in more work. But you gotta understand this. I'll never forget this. Miles Monroe said this, and I'm gonna quote Jeffrey Tyler.
Yeah.
But Miles Monroe said this. He said, fellas, affection does not mean sex.
No.
Jeffrey Tyler last week said sex should start before the bedroom. Yeah. And he did this example. He said, look, I know my wife love language. Yeah. So he said, I know how she likes the house to be clean. Yeah. She likes certain stuff done. I called her and I told her everything was done. Let's set up a movie night. By the time she got home, it was curtains. And you know why? She began her process of being sexually satisfied already started from the phone.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
This is the thing that men do not understand, and you can look it up and research it, but a woman's sexual organ is her mind, it's her brain.
Yeah.
So it starts.
That's exactly what he was telling me.
It starts in the brain first. So you doing all that other stuff don't really matter for a woman. It's all of the other things that you do outside of the bedroom. It's the non-sexual touching. It's the non-sexual intimacy. Intimacy, I mean, sex is a part of intimacy, but it's not intimacy. Intimacy is really connecting your heart with someone so that you're able to reveal all of your fears, all of your thoughts, all of your, your doubts, and you're connecting on an intellectual and emotional level. That ain't got nothing to do with sex.
Yeah, but nothing to do with it.
It's intimate. Intimate, you see, as they say.
Yeah, that's my man. He said intimate. See, right? Yeah.
Can I share my innermost thoughts and ideas with you, and you don't judge me, and you don't have nothing crazy to say, but I feel safe with you. That's real, true intimacy.
Yeah.
And that's the foundation that you want to have and create, for a marriage. You can't create that with somebody you just so happen to because you just want to get your rocks off and you just tired of waiting and you just want to have some sex. You ain't establishing nothing but physical. You're not establishing anything that's going to sustain you.
Yeah, and you know what? Look, we have just created, we're going to, how they got 5 love languages? Here's the 6th love language. The love language that's called the Jedi mind trick language. Love language. How about that? The Jedi mind trick love language. Y'all need to tap into that. Say
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. But yeah,
but Jeremiah, I think it's really important for singles to, I did a seminar a few years ago for singles, and I encouraged them to do the 5 love languages. And the reason why I did that was because so that you're not getting caught up trying to figure out who you are while you're in the waiting process.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You're single and you're waiting on God. You give people the blueprint on how to love you. They don't have the blueprint unless you give it to them. But if you're not comfortable and you're not aware with how you receive and interpret love and what quirks you deal with and all of that kind of stuff, you're not able to be able to communicate that to someone else. Your relationship is not going to be a real good one because you don't even know who you are.
Yeah, and look, like I said earlier, like the love languages, once you know because your love languages will change.
It will.
Right?
It will.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're single, clearly, you know what I mean? Like, we could talk about other stuff, like how there are people who complain about the man that's waiting, the woman that's waiting, and God presents something that's best for you, and you say, no, I don't want it because they're a virgin.
Wow.
Or virgins not wanting to marry other virgins.
Yeah. Now let's talk about that. So, Jeremiah, of course, okay, I'm a part of a remarriage. So, okay, I was married before, so I wasn't no virgin or anything like that. But I've raised one. She's 21. My daughter is a virgin. She's getting ready to graduate college Friday.
Hey,
and she's a believer. Like I need somebody to hook. I'm gonna act like the old Bible days. Look, I'm gonna hook her up with somebody. I'm like, somebody find me another virgin for my daughter.
Right.
But what in the world is going on with our world where having morals, having standards is now looked at like, I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't want to deal with that. When in the world did that change? It was a point in time where I was looking at, and I usually don't even look at this, but I looked at it because it was something in society that they were tripping on. It was maybe 2 seasons ago that The Bachelor had a virgin man.
Oh, what's his name?
I forget his name, but it was such a hoopla, as I'm sure everybody heard.
He was like 26, 27 or something like that.
Because all of the women that were on there were dogging him and was like, is that a choice? Is that why are you doing that? And he said, it is a personal choice because I want my first to be with my wife. I believe that she deserves to have only me. And I was like, oh my God, when I tell you that is the most beautiful, priceless gift that you can give someone. And for now, the world and society to look at that like, what? So you inexperienced? So you saying I got to teach you? What in the world is going on? Why would you not want to come together with someone where you can learn each other, where you guys can come together and create what lovemaking will be for the two of you? You will have your own DNA of what marriage looks like and nobody else's. I don't understand. You're going to have to help me. What's going on with the world?
Well, I feel like this. His name is like Colin or something like
Colton or something. Somebody said Colton. Yeah. Yep. Someone said his name was Colton. Yep.
And so I seen a clip with him, and I disagree with him though. He said this. He said I seen his video and him saying he said that I'm not waiting. He said I'm not per se waiting for my wife. He said I'm just waiting for the right one.
Oh.
And I'm like, bro, no, like.
Oh.
I'm like, bro, like, what does it? What do you mean? Like
that mean?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like, so the idea is, I'm asleep with somebody, and then eventually we're gonna get married.
Wow.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, why don't you just wait till marriage? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just wait.
You 26, but it's just like, look, like at the end of the day, like, look, you know, it was men and women trying to clown him.
And it really was, and I thought that was so sad. I'm like, it's really sad that our society are looking at standards and morals as something that is wrong. And it's like, actually, this is how God intended it to be. He never intended sex to be outside of marriage. And the reason why is because now look at our world. Unwed mothers, single parents, and the baby daddy issues. He never wanted that. He wanted marriage to be beautiful and sacred, and for us to have our children within the bonds of love. Yeah. He never wanted this, but now that man decided and man failed, and that happened, and it's like now we have to contend with this kind of stuff. Yeah. But it's like he never intended for that to happen. And so when I come across someone who has morals, and maybe, if you're out there, maybe you're not a virgin, but maybe you have decided to take the road of abstinence now, and wait for your husband and wait for your wife. I honor that.
Yeah.
And just know that God honors that, because that's a sacrifice because of the world that we're living in, and God will honor your sacrifice.
Yeah.
God sacrifice.
So Tierra just commented, she said, I pray for the virgins who waited till marriage, then it didn't work out, right? So now look.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing. Again, I've said this before. Well, no, this is my first time really explaining this right now, because I was just going to do a post about it. Purity is the root. Purity should be the root of your celibacy, of your virginity, and your abstinence, right? However you pronounce yourself. Yeah. Purity needs to be the root, right? Now, look. Virgins get divorced all the time. Just how anybody else is going to get divorced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because virgins also don't listen to God. You know what I'm saying? Virgins are not no angels.
They're not.
To not be making the wrong decision. No. Every virgin that... Yeah, exactly. Like a virgin that got divorced and that had a relationship with God, they'll tell you, yeah, I ignored the signs. Oh, I just wanted to get married just to bust a nut.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, they got tired of waiting, and they're like, they're on this time clock.
Yeah.
So it does happen. Just because you're a virgin doesn't mean that you are not susceptible to lean into your own flesh.
Yeah.
You got to discipline your flesh. You got to do that. That's on you to do. That's the work that you got to do. You got to discipline your own flesh, and you got to not be moved by time. You can't be moved by what the world is doing. You can't even be moved by how you feeling.
Yeah.
You want to do things in God's timing.
Yeah, definitely. Like, also, and like becoming a weight, we gotta look. God needs to be our best friend, man.
Yeah.
Like, because it's either you gonna listen to God, or you gonna listen to the enemy.
Exactly.
Period. You gotta pick one. You know what I mean? I really want to break this down.
Yeah.
I want to do an event called God's Plan for Love or Zodiac, because you can't be woman of God and got Gemini in the bio. You can't. I would see that. I would see woman of God, then I would see like Sagittarius.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, and you're talking about where the good women at, or where the good men at, where the men of God at, and where the women of God at.
Yeah.
Well, you turned them off because you had that in the bio. You serving two masters. And it is a big deal. It is a big deal. It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. I don't care.
It's a misrepresentation, like we were saying earlier. All back and forth. It's like, what are you gonna be? You gotta be solid. You gotta be stable.
100%.
Not saying that. Okay, I know that there's believers that's out here that, honey, they trust and believe astrology. You hear me? And it's like, to each his own. If that's what you look, whatever. But you need to get your life in order. You need to get it in order and be stable. Figure it out. All that back and forth.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's just like, we have to, again, before we close out, I just want to say this. You have to pray the hard prayer that you're afraid to pray. A lot of people are hard. Look, because we're ignoring God. We're ignoring that relationship.
Yeah.
Some of us don't want to pray. God, is Am I called to the gift of singleness? Am I called to the gift of being married? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, if you really desire marriage, then all right, cool. Like, it has to be according to God's will. If you 1 John chapter 5, verse 14, you know, God says, the Bible says, He hears us when we ask him for these things, right?
Yes.
That pleases him. NIV version, right? King James version at the end, it says that's according to his will.
According to
has to be in God's will. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know 60-year-old virgins. I never forget. I got this call from LA. I never forget. And she said, Jeremiah, I just want to encourage you. And she was like, look, like, I'm still trusting and believing in my prince. And then I had to give God the glory. I had to give God the glory because I said, you know what? I'm trusting and believing that God is going to send his prince to you too.
Wow.
You know what? And after she gets married, God is going to bless that marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
God honors the person that's waited. Now look, I'm not just talking about the virgin. If you acknowledge the wait while waiting, he will bless the marriage.
Yeah, he will.
So allow him to bless it. And look, boom, boom. Don't rush. Say no. Say no. Don't rush.
Don't rush. But that's so good because he will. At the end of the day, he will honor the sacrifice. It's like he honors sacrifice. I mean, God is a God of sacrifice. I mean, look what he sacrificed for us. He sacrificed his only son. So he's familiar with sacrifice. And so if he sees that you're sacrificing something, you're going against what your flesh really want, he is going to honor.
Yeah. And you know what? One last thing, I promise. Nobody will be in the way of your wife or your husband. They won't be dealing with nobody. Mm-hmm. Nobody will be in the way. You won't have to take first of all, no. Prince Charming will not become the slay the dragon for you. No. God does that. I'm not slaying no dragons.
Yeah.
No.
Get rid of your emotional baggage before you get married. And so that is all the time that's us coming back and discussing about that preparation time. Preparation time is never wasted time. Get rid of all that emotional baggage because you don't want to take that into your new marriage. So make sure that you are healed. Make sure that you're whole and that you're not sitting around taking that stuff into a new marriage. This is the time to get rid of that junk. Don't take that into anything. You got time to do it. You ain't got time to be trying to find nobody. You got time to be working on yourself.
Brandy, nobody cares. She always talk about something. I be like doing like 5,000 closeouts.
Bishop, I'm gonna close. Here, what was that? Close number 5.
Right? Yeah. 20th offering. Say no.
Offering in the 20th close. I'm cool. We cool.
Yeah.
This has been so great, Jeremiah. I have enjoyed this. This has been great.
Yeah. We definitely gonna have you back. We definitely once we all punishment, because we actually don't normally do this. We do physical events.
Do you? That's awesome.
We do physical events about every 3 months. Our next event was supposed to be May 1st.
Oh, well, you know what? I did see that, and it got postponed. Yeah.
Wow. So like we normally don't do this because it'll be like 5 other people, and look, like it's not like a panel where everybody's sitting down. No, we get up and we screaming and we yelling at people. So, engage in panel, so we have a lot of fun at the events. So like the events, we have a blast. Anybody will tell you, Seskin Will our event. You know what I mean? And it's really dope. But you got any final words?
Oh, I think no.
No?
No, I don't. Let me think. I'm good.
We got any questions? I usually might have questions, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got any questions? Because I seen there was plenty of people talking. They were actually having wonderful dialogue.
Yeah.
Let's ask some questions. This was super dope. Thank you. Thank you, Miss McCray.
That's Brandy. That's my fiance.
You're my little sister, but you don't know it yet.
Somebody said that was amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Plug your books.
Oh, yes. So you can get my books on Amazon as well as my website. My first book, of course, is called The Wise Wife, 3 Powerful Prayers for Wives to Pray Every Day. It's for wives to be. Even if you singles are wanting to prepare, like what we were discussing about earlier, you can grab that. That's on Amazon, as well as my paperback book is called The Wise Wife, 30 Days for Wives to Pray. They're both in, the link is in my bio. So if you want to grab and go to my page, you will see the link in my bio to my website. You can buy my books there. I'm also, a wife coach as well. And you can schedule a session with me. Mm-hmm. So you can find all that information on my website. My website is www.thewisewife.net.
Yeah. Now look, from this, if you ain't get the fact that like it's not your season.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and just gonna tell you again, it's not your season. So no,
again.
All right. So
right.
I just want to thank everybody for watching. Now look, if you if you want to know about God, like if you want to know about Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, like if you feel like that you fell back, you know what I'm saying? You feel like that you may have, divorced God. You know what I'm saying? If you never knew God, right? If you separated yourself from God, you know what I'm saying? Like the Bible says, Jesus says in the book of Matthew, he says that deny me here on earth and I will deny you in front of my Father, right? So you got to, I really want people to think about like, look, okay, cool. Like if I was to die today, where would I go? Where I go to heaven or where I go to hell? Mm-hmm. And to really keep it a being with everybody on here, that's a yes or no question. I don't know means no. You know what I'm saying? I will want you to be sure about going to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Sure about going to heaven or sure about going to hell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just our reality. So, now look, if you want to know Christ, it's real simple. It's real simple. You want Christ to come into your life, it's real simple. So just repeat after me. Say, God, I love you. I want you to take over my life. I want you to take over my body. I'm making room for you. I'm cleaning things out. I'm cleaning things out for you. Come into my life. Be my guide, God. Be my protector, God. I want you to be my trust. I want you to be my trust. I want you to come in. I understand that you have died on the cross for my sins. And my sins will be washed away. You won't bring those things up. Mm-hmm. You won't bring those things up, but you deal with it. I want you to deal with my past. Now I'm worried about my future with you. Yeah. If you said that and you believe that in your heart, Romans 10:9, confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus Christ is Lord, then you will be saved. You will be saved. So look, if you said that and you believed in that, then welcome to, the party. You know what I mean? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the family. And, like the angels are rejoicing. So look, for any follow-up, you can hit me up. I'm not sure if they can hit you up.
Yep. I'm at The Wise Wife on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter at Wise Wives Rock.
Awesome. That's what's up. Somebody said her hair is laid.
Thank you. Thank you, honey.
All right. Love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Please give
no problem.
Brandy and buy those books for Brandy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, I got you.
All right. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yo, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Saving me from myself tomorrow with guests. Sharon from the UK, from London, UK. It's gonna be dope. It's on and popping tomorrow. I will see y'all tomorrow. I told y'all we not playing. This is week 4. If we need to keep going, then we're gonna keep going. Little rap, God's gonna get all the glory in this. I don't care what nobody say. Stop having people clown y'all because y'all waiting. Stop having people clown y'all for anything. Real rap. Real rap. Look, we need to get our lives together with Christ. Start applying that word. Get in your word, y'all. Get in your word. Don't stop here. Read your Bible tonight. Make that relationship with God. Get the relationship with God, because then you know what? You can pick and choose people that's to be in your life and be outside your life or not. But love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be at 3 o'clock p.m. tomorrow, because Sharon, she lives like in London, so I don't want to be like real too late. It's going to be 8 o'clock for her.